What's up, Flash Mob? It's your boy, Flashy Josh, and I'm here with
You're the guy.
Today we have our video. Actually, this video is sponsored by Bands Over Friends, the CEO right here, obviously. You got, some cop.
Link in the bio, man. Tap in. I got great merch.
So this video actually is going to be the differences between an early action student, which means I got my decision back in like December of like 2020. 2022? No, 2020. No, I got my decision back in December of 2020. So, and then versus a transfer student who,
I transferred from a community college. It's called Cuyahoga Community College. And I got my acceptance letter in March of 2021.
So yeah, we're gonna start answering these questions. So let's get straight into the video. This question is, why did you choose Ncat and why? You go first.
I chose Ncat because honestly, I wanted to change the scenery from my hometown. So originally, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. We got a lot of like snow and turbulent weather there. I'm anemic, like I got a little iron. So I don't really like all that snow, all that rain, all that cold. So I'm like, okay, I should probably go somewhere south for school. It had my major, it was the HBCU. It was the #1 public HBCU in the country, I may add. And then, yeah, it was just a change of scenery. So I got down here and I just felt good about life again. And I just went off on my new journey.
I chose Ncat. #1, I chose Ncat about a couple of weeks before the May 1st decision date came out. So I was talking to my friend about it, my best friend actually, and we was talking about it. And she was like, I think we should actually go here to HBCU. I was like, I never had really known a lot about HBCUs, but I had already know a lot based on like the George Floyd stuff that happened the summer before and stuff like that. So that's really my reason. We got what? Actually, no, we're gonna answer this one first. If you could transfer anywhere with a full ride, and this is kind of combining questions with my two friends. If you could transfer anywhere, where would you go? And if so, if you had a full ride, where would you go? Me personally, Morehouse. Like I got into Morehouse. That shit was expensive. And who you got 50 racks a semester? I ain't got no 50 racks a semester. So if I could go somewhere for a full ride, I go there. What about you, Mir?
Me personally, if I wasn't at A&T, it would probably be Tennessee State or Hampton.
Let's see. What's your favorite thing about going to HBCU? Fried Chicken Friday? Let me stop. No. Mir, what's yours?
Personally, it's the culture on the campus. I feel really involved and motivated just being around other colored people that look like me. They share the same dreams, ambitions, desires. I would honestly say no one hustles harder than a HBCU student, because regardless of if you have a business, you trying to get an internship, trying to hustle on your academics, get your GPA up, or you're just involved on campus, it just feels like everybody's doing something. It's about a lot of moving parts on this campus. Everybody has something about them, their own flavor, their own style. They add to the picture, to the whole. They just add to the culture. So I guess the biggest dub of going to a HBCU would be the Black culture.
I definitely say the culture too. You can definitely feel the difference of like the HBCU pride versus like schools down the street like UNCG or like other PWIs or like other HBCUs, for example, in the area like Winston and stuff like that. You really can feel the Aggie pride at A&T, in my opinion, besides, the housing and stuff that they would be. So we'll get into that part later. But yeah, definitely the culture. Next question is Darty or night parties? You gotta say the Darties, man. You gotta be the Darties. The vibes be out there, the girls be out there, the music. 10 out of 10 vibes. Night parties to me, a lot happens in night parties. That's why I don't be messing with them. What about you, Mir?
I'd say Darties too. Like, yeah, 10 out of 10, just the vibes be out there. Everybody be feeling good. They got their drinks, they got their bottles. You can get your smoke on. It's cool. You can just vibe, twin.
Just vibe.
Now, with the music, though, I wouldn't say that, because you're going to still hear the same 15 songs you hear everywhere.
Dreams and nightmares.
Any of y'all DJs on campus see this video, please update your playlist. We don't want to keep hearing that, bro. I don't want to keep hearing first day out. I'm tired of dreams and nightmares. I know Finito ain't gonna never get old, but I think people tired of Finito. Just act like, it just feel like y'all playlists haven't matured past 2019. It's 2023. I need y'all to get with the times. There's other music out here.
I heard Ncat, honestly. So that's how we feel. Next question is, how do you feel about the academics at Ncat? And I'm gonna talk about this topic first because I'm an IT student, and Mir, tell me your major.
Oh, I'm a psychology major.
So with my field, the IT professors and like the whole academic like curriculum over there, it's kind of hard to sometimes understand what those professors are saying because sometimes you don't know like how much how much resources you have at the time, so it's hard to like get in contact maybe with like your advisors and stuff because they might be teaching, or like the advisors that you do have they have like other things that they have to do. For example, this isn't some of their like main jobs, so like they work for other companies that they're trying to get us internships and things like that for. So it definitely makes the academics portion of that kind of hard because you have to like reach out a lot for your resources that if you need something, you gotta go get it yourself. So how's the psychology department?
I would say the psychology department is A1. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, those are the most classes I feel involved in that I actually like feel like my education is cared for and valued. Not only just my education going to school, but like me as a person, like my growth and my development as a young man in America, a young black man in America.
Right.
I feel like it's really influential, and they actually care about my education, my priorities inside and outside the classroom, and like my well-being overall. So big shout out to the psychology department at A&T. Big dubs to them.
Thanks. All right, y'all. Next question is, now this could be, I feel like him not gonna get into this question good, but what are some regrets about coming to A&T? Mir, you go first.
Regrets about coming to A&T? I kind of wish I would have did my research more about the school, because when I transferred here, you know, all my credits unfortunately didn't convert, so I do have an extra year of school tacked on that I hadn't planned for at first. So I wish I would have did my research a little more before coming here. And like I wish I would have took a tour of the campus too.
That too.
I didn't take no tours.
Take a tour of the campus before you come.
Take a tour of the campus, because me personally, like when I got down here, on what was that? Like moving day 2021. August 13, 2021. That was my first time ever on this campus. Had barely looked at any pictures, never took no tours, never reached out to anybody that
it was just you two.
Yeah, it was like I just came out here and I saw what it was. Now granted, I do like the campus, but only thing I don't like about A&T's campus is that we don't have any like frat or sorority houses. Like there's no sorority row or frat.
Yeah, they're not like
we don't have any
like they're not on campus.
Like it's not none out here.
They have their plots and stuff like that.
Yeah, they got the plots, but that's it. Like there's no houses.
Like come on, and the houses that they do they're near, they're not like top tier like the PWIs and stuff like that. So that's where you kind of notice like the lack, we could say there. My regrets, y'all, I say, is definitely not doing my research like he said. I should have mainly, especially because first freshman year I stayed in Barbie. So since I, thinking that you're an early action student, you think you get the early action housing, but you ain't get no early action housing. You get right what they give you. So I was in Barbie. I think I definitely should have did more research about where I wanted to stay. I should have been more ready to the housing fees and stuff like that came up when we first started, and just knowing my campus a lot better than when I did, because I felt like when I got here I had to learn the campus myself since I didn't go on a tour, and I'm like, I feel like you should know where you're going before you come, let's say that. So that's a good question. Oh yeah.
And another regret I had, I mean, it's not really a regret. It was like I didn't have control over this, but as a transfer student, I was automatically put in an apartment that's technically off campus. So for me, like I feel like I didn't get my full like freshman experience or my full first year experience by not standing in the dorm. I have shared these thoughts with other people, and they say like, "Oh, you didn't miss out on nothing. You probably would have had a bad roommate or a bad experience." But I still feel like socially, yeah, especially like socially, it was hard for you to make friends the first couple weeks of school. But I feel like if I would stay in the dorm, I would have had better luck making friends and just finding my people.
Mind you, y'all, we came in August, so we didn't end up meeting until like
September.
A month after.
Middle of September.
So, the next question we have here is, what's it like being at the best dressed HBCU?
It's good and it's bad. Like
everybody got their own style.
Yeah, like I know you see Instagram, you see people wearing all this designer, they got all the fly stuff on, bruh. That's not everybody. You can come here and wear your gray sweats and your Crocs and just dress normal. You don't have to be up to nobody's standards. They like joke and say,
your standards is your own standards.
Yeah, like you make your own style. You be your own fly person.
There's a lot of, and if they notice what we be talking about, there's a lot of people here with like brands and stuff sometimes, how they act towards people. TikTok a lot, I feel like. So you see a lot of our styles and stuff. Mir and I have been in TikToks on campus too that you'll see. So I feel like the best dress aspect is definitely like there, I'd say. But
you don't have to obsess over it. It's not a priority.
Yeah,
you don't have to let that consume you and make your personality. And also, bro, have these people out here, they faking the funk.
They
getting all this stuff off these rep sites. They going on DHgate. They buying all this fake stuff, all this food stuff. It look real, but you don't know. So like, don't be looking at all these people like, oh yeah, they got this and that. Comparing yourself. Have these people walk around with mommy and daddy money too. So
right.
That's another aspect.
Don't get into the hype.
Don't buy onto the hype, man. All I can say as far as that fashion, all that drip stuff, be yourself. Dress how you want to dress and do make you comfortable.
Right. Next question is, this one's from Mir though. What's the biggest difference between A&T and the community college you transferred from?
So I had to commute to my community college every day, so that's a big aspect that I don't have to worry about no more, commuting to campus. And also, like, I just feel more involved and cared for my education and my classes. Like, when I was in community college, it was during COVID, so all my classes was online except for one. So I would have to commute to this history class every Thursday, and I was the only black person in my class. So it's like, it felt awkward. It felt like, oh, I was alienated and isolated in my class. I didn't really enjoy that period of my life. Like, I'm glad I got through it, but I can honestly say the community aspect is better at A&T. That's funny because I went to community college and then feel the community. But the community aspect at A&T is better. I feel more motivated to pursue my dreams and my goals, being around people that look like me. My peers, they're really involved in their campus, so it's like seeing other people that look like me around the same age as me motivates me to be a better person. Like, oh, so-and-so doing this, so-and-so doing that, look at them. I could do that same thing, and maybe I could do it better, honestly, and get somewhere further. So the biggest dub about coming to A&T versus my community college would be the community aspect and feeling engaged. I actually feel like my time and my education is valued here as opposed to my community college.
Well, question that was asked for me was, would you say early action really paid off and helped with tech? So I'm not gonna lie, it paid off in the sense of getting accepted. Like, that gave me better chances of, in my opinion, like getting accepted faster or getting denied faster, because they only accept, I think our acceptance rate is like what? I think it's like 48. I think it was like 48% back then. So really, it's like a 50-50 chance of like getting in, depending on your like stats and credentials. Mind you, I didn't take the SAT or the ACT because they got canceled before I left. They got canceled like right a little bit after COVID happened. So I had to take the math placement test and placement tests like that. So I'd say it helped in a way. It helped mainly in a way towards me actually getting accepted. So definitely, I definitely do it again, like early action. So another question from Mir is, what made you transfer and how you feel about the decision now?
What made me transfer? I really just needed to change the scenery all the way around. I didn't really have a lot of goals back home. I wasn't really motivated. I just kind of went to work every day, hung out with my friends. I went to school, did my classwork, and then I just went about life. I didn't really feel driven to do anything. Like, my goals, I didn't really have any goals. Like, I was just kind of going through life. Like, I just didn't feel motivated about anything. For the March, that was my last acceptance letter, was from A&T, and I got accepted. I'm like, oh wow. So yeah, that was my number one choice, honestly, my first choice, and I got accepted. So I'm like, okay, I can't pass on this opportunity. I really feel like it was a sign from God, like, hey, get out of here, bro. So I took it, and now I'm here. I'm glad I did make the decision though. Like, it is times I do have like regrets and I miss home. Like,
I feel like that's everybody does.
I wonder like, hey, what would have happened if I stayed home and did this and that? But I don't know. Like, overall, I am happy with my decision. Like, I feel a difference in my personality, a real shift. Like I said, I feel more goal driven and motivated. I feel more passionate about life, and I'm just overall happier and a better version of myself.
That's good, bro. Our next question is, how is Ncat different from your high school and other college that you went to? Let's say this, y'all. The people, when we first got here, acted like they were still in high school, which kind of like I feel like that set
the standard
on campus to be kind of like
childish.
childish and bougie. After high school, you go straight to college. So some people still have that high school mentality.
High school fame,
the high school fame. Nobody care about that. Yo, we here to get an education, bro. Like,
I'm about to say, like, compared to my high school, it's just like the same thing. Honestly, it's just bigger. So me personally, my high school had the same colors as A&T. My high school colors was blue and gold. A&T colors is blue and gold. the mascot of my high school was a bulldog. The A&T Aggie is a bulldog. So I'm like, it really do just feel like I'm at another high school. Like, it's better, it's bigger, and I got more opportunities. But yeah, as far as like socially, it feel like I'm still in high school. Like, a lot of people still pretty childish in how they carry themselves and how they act, how they go about handling situations, especially in this age and era of social media. Everybody just so petty. Like, everybody got to add their 2 cents about everything. So I would say, like, it really is the same. It feel like I'm at a bigger high school.
The next question, y'all, is how do you guys feel about getting involved on campus? Does it hurt you or help you, and why? Mir and I, you say we pretty involved?
Yeah, we pretty involved. We need to get more involved.
We need to get more involved.
I would say like it's good as far as like making friends and getting and building your resume and making friends. So socially, it does help because you meet a lot of different people and you get to hear their thoughts and ideas on life and expectations, how they carry themselves. This could be like a good mentoring or learning opportunity. You can see different perspectives on things,
personalities.
Yeah, but you meet different people, you get different
wise
personalities. Yeah. So I say like socially it does benefit you and also building your resume because finding like jobs and just your career path. You might want to go to grad school. Like I plan on going to grad school, so I do want to build my resume and get more community service. And also like if you're trying to just join different orgs on campus, like maybe you want to be Greek or something. I know being Greek is you need
a list of credentials to be a Greek.
So yeah, I just say like get more involved in building your resume. And if you're, especially like if you're an introverted person, you have a hard time making friends, just getting out your shell, I do recommend you joining some type of club or organization, just getting involved, because it just have a dramatic alteration on your life. Like it'll just change everything. Like you can come in one way and leave a whole different person just by being around the right people and networking yourself with the right people and getting your name out there.
Yeah, definitely getting involved on campus. Definitely looking into clubs and organizations, seeing what community service opens. They do like it's not really getting involved, but they do like Bible study and stuff in the stew for people. If you ever want to go, people ever want to go, it's stuff like that happens. So I think getting involved helps you a lot more than it hurts you for real. So yeah. Next question is hardest part about being at A&T.
Hardest part, I'm gonna say sometimes me personally, it just be I guess staying motivated. Like I have goals that I want to achieve, and I do have an end plan. But it do be time for it's like I don't got no more to give. I don't want to keep going. Sometimes I do like miss home, or I get homesick. I see all my friends back home. They doing them, I'm doing me. So it's like I do get a little homesick. Just staying motivated at times, just keeping myself going is the hardest part about being away from home.
I'd say hardest part about being at A&T is definitely making sure you stay social, because it's really easy to like go in your own bubble and just not really like mess with anybody for real, especially if like he was saying before, like if you're introverted a lot and you don't really like getting out there to people and you feel like people should come to you. But like that's where it makes it like the hardest part. But the hardest thing usually is like keeping those social groups that you're in, because that's probably like the main thing that really messes up the experience for some people. I would say is like the social aspect of who you like start getting around and hanging around, and if those people don't match what you're really trying to do, then they gotta go.
And also I would say like don't lose yourself. It's easy to get caught up. It's easy to get caught up in a lot with people out here and just different stuff going on. Like not even just at the school, like Greensboro. It's just like the locals out here. They
locals is crazy.
The locals crazy. Wrong crowd. There's a lot of stuff going on out here, bro. People out here getting laced and stuff. So I just be like people getting kidnapped like on some real stuff. Like no BS. Like just keep your head on. Don't ever lose sight of yourself or lose sight of your dreams, your goals, just because you're around this group of people. You feel like you gotta fit in. You feel like you ain't found your people, so you start doing different things and acting out.
Don't do that.
So you can be accepted. Like don't ever lose sight of yourself and lose sight of your goals. Chasing, I guess, like friends,
right?
Or just chasing your goals. Anything you chasing in life, don't ever lose yourself. Don't forget why you started.
Right. Don't forget why you came here.
Yeah. Don't forget why you came here.
Like, next question, y'all, is gonna be this is the second to last question. This for Mir though? Is it harder to receive a good amount of aid as a transfer student?
Yes, it is. I don't know if it's known or not, but like a lot of HBCUs don't like giving a lot of aid or scholarships. So I had to take out private loans that my parents pay. So yeah, it was hard getting A. I don't get a lot of A at A&T at all, and I didn't get no free.
Mind
iPad.
you, oh yeah, tell me you ain't getting no.
I don't get no refund check every time refund checks come out.
Me
They
either.
don't never give me the hair fund. I apply for hair every time they come
Where's
out.
the hair?
I ain't get no iPad when they gave out free iPads. Even though they gave all the freshman ones, and I was a freshman. I was trying to be a freshman credit wise, and I still didn't get no iPad. So yeah, it is hard for me going here and funding my education because. They don't follow me.
Yeah. Heavy on the. I'll even answer to this question. That was mainly for him though, because we're both technically out-of-state students, so we have to pay out-of-state tuition. Even when it comes to that, like just the out-of-state tuition number compared to the in-state tuition number, crazy. Like, so it's really hard. I had to my mom was definitely with private loans and stuff like that, applying for external scholarships that may not be directly through the school, so you have to go on your own and get other ones. Scholarships from high school too. I transferred from here as well, so I definitely say like it's hard to get a good amount of money, even for him being an out-of-state student who's that far. But me being an out-of-state student who's that close, it's still hard to get aid. So, last question, and it's probably one of the biggest questions: what was your friend experience like at Ncat from the beginning to now?
You want me to go first?
You can go first.
All right, I'm about to say, I personally have had a good friendship experience. Like when I first got to A&T, I didn't have a lot of friends, but my roommates, they was my first couple friends on campus. So big shout out to Lonnie and Jody. If y'all see this, bro, big up to y'all. So I'm glad y'all was my roommates for my first year. Who I meet? I met Maddie, my friends Maddie and Wes. So yeah, big ups to them too. Maddie and Wes, if y'all see this, y'all was like my first two friends on campus. Then about like 2 weeks after that, that's when I finally met Flash. So we got locked in just from day one, and it's been
first link,
yeah,
first chill. Like me and this have been like this, bro. But going into the friend experience, so like I told y'all, me and my best friend, we came to A&T together in a way. So because we both wanted to go to school together, so we was like, okay. So the friend experience, like that way with her, definitely coming in was like 100% great. We got on campus, met our roommates, and my roommate, him and I actually live in Virginia, 20 minutes from each other. So it wasn't really that much of a change, I'd say. It was like, oh, okay, we're gonna be cool. Him and I, big shouts to Harvey and JR for just being a great like roommate, because that was the roommate experience. I couldn't imagine having a bad roommate. Like that would have been horrible. So big ups to him. After that, I met a couple, me and Brianna and him, we met, well, not him really yet. I met him after, but me and her met a couple friends. Her roommate, she became close to, and then we met a couple people at parties and stuff, and we formed a group. Now, come on, we need to indicate it now. Freshman friend group might not be your friend.
Don't say Mike, bro. 9 times out of 10, that freshman friendship group ain't gonna last past that year.
They not.
That group chat that you in with all them people, bro, I'm gonna just keep it whole stack with y'all. It ain't gonna last.
You gotta go.
Something petty gonna happen. Y'all gonna fall out,
and then people gonna start picking sides.
Yeah, it's gonna get real messy real quick, and then you just go about
crash
your
and burn.
business.
That's what happened.
If y'all mature enough to work it out and don't gotta go to blows and y'all can still be cordial afterwards, then yeah, be cordial, still be cool with each other. But if y'all don't want to be friends with each other, then go about it. Don't go about it in a messy way though. Like we in college now, we young adults, so be mature about it. Don't do nothing. Don't be throwing shots on Instagram.
Right.
This and that. Don't be trying to fight. Unless they absolutely unless they absolutely come at, don't be already trying to fight people and get into it. If y'all just don't see eye to eye on things no more, then
let it
go separate ways and let it go. Life goes on. I know, like it feel like it's the end of the world, like in that moment, but I promise you, bro, you're gonna see another day.
You're gonna meet some more people.
Tomorrow's gonna come, life gonna go on. Like he said, you're gonna meet other people, bro. Like
bigger people out here to meet.
We is young, like we got the rest of our lives to live. So do not stress about my freshman friend group going. It's the end of my college experience.
That's how I felt. Our freshman friend group ended like a year and a half after it's basically it. Our freshman friend group started in like August, and it ended. And he got involved in he got into the group too, and it ended like April. Aggie Fest last year, basically about something petty, basically. But I just say, if the people that you meet, you need to establish who's for you. And who's not. And
also, I would say like establish boundaries. Like people out here,
boundaries.
They make friends. They get in groups, and it's like they might let themselves get disrespected, not treated how they want to be, just because they want to fit in. They want to be a part of the group. Don't ever compromise your self-respect and your dignity or your integrity just to fit in with somebody or a group of people. Like stand on your own. Be strong.
Be unique. Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself, bro. Be bold enough to walk away from a situation that's not serving you in a positive way. So I would say that too. Don't ever stay in a toxic situation, especially no toxic friend group.
Friend group,
Just,
toxic friend
just
group.
to
Get
say
out.
you got friends.
Nah, you gotta go. Flash Mob, this is the end of the video. We appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Go shop.
Hey, man.
Band over friends. The merch is here. Come cop.
And it's not just a clothing brand. It's a way of life.
It's a mentality. You see them on them. Okay? So, yeah. Stay tuned. More videos on the way. You'll see him again, obviously. So, yeah.